I thought the gun would have been in there for sure, but it's not the date that she purchased the gun, so that's not the 5-digit code.
What is the code, Marie?
Marie, tell me the code. Wherever you
Marie
are, in
insisted
heaven
on saving these.
or in
She was
hell.
going to make a new world with them. Whatever that was supposed to be. I've never actually seen her build anything.
There's really, it says in the journal, the code would probably be in the journal, but I don't know what fucking numbers it would be. California 1. There's a 5 back here on the envelope. Wait a sec, okay, hold up. I bet all those red numbers are the code. So how many do I have? 4949551. I need one more code. That has to be it. It just has to be. It has to be the red circle numbers. I don't know what else it could be. Because she keeps saying it has to be in that journal, and those are the only other numbers in the fucking journal. There's like 5 pages, so that would make sense. 1 number per page. I just gotta find the last number. What haven't I examined yet? Why did you do a not like this emote, coconut? Did you catch on that it's probably the red circled numbers before me? I don't know what else I haven't examined. I examined the shoes, I examined the pizza boxes, examined the TV, did the phone, did the paper, whiteboard, Rubik's Cube?
Hated that thing.
Great. Good information. It helped me a lot.
She wouldn't stop about
Good
time
to know.
travel and black holes and stuff. I just wanted to do something simple. Calculate shit. Boring is what she said. Her, the weird kid, talked boring. So yeah, we settled on antimatter, because who wants to be boring?
Me. I love being boring. It's my favorite activity.
Mr. Torres. Thick as thieves, those two. Ever since Lorraine died, they only had each other. Marie was suffering when he was in intensive care.
What the fuck is
A
that?
nasty knife wound.
Think like a proton and stay positive. Jeez. What was that? World map. Did that. Did that. Name badge?
Food rescue. Yeah, it was a good place to be. Until Marie showed up.
Oh, what? That must be
Food
it.
rescue. Yeah, it was a good place to be. Until Marie showed
I
up.
guess I should have examined this
I know
like
she
as
didn't
one of the
mean
first
anything
things.
by it, but the pity in her eyes. Worse than being hungry.
Well, I think that's it. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Never mind, there's 6 pages. Or is there 7? 3, that is 3 years here. So that's the number 1, 2, 8, 9, 10. There's 10. And then 20 if you count like both sides. Alright, you know what then? It's 3. Well, we got the numbers, right? Yeah. So 3, the digits are 349 349 51 34951 349
What is the code, Marie?
34951.
The journal. It must be in the journal.
And open that shit.
Yay! Good work, Kelsey.
A change of heart achievement.
Oh
I got the
my
gun.
God.
I knew it was a gun. I knew it was the gun she got from the website, and she
past,
killed herself, didn't
like
she?
the future, is
Or she tried to kill
indefinite
Trevor.
and exists
Maybe she tried to
only
kill
as a
Trevor and shot
spectrum
herself.
of possibilities.
Or did Trevor take the gun and
Stephen
shoot her?
Hawking said that. I wish it were true. But there was nothing
Stephen
I could
Hawking.
do about the past.
He's dead.
It
Rip.
was definite as hell. Sometimes I didn't.
You doing shrooms
Marie.
now?
I really thought a night by Jones's pool would help her relax.
LCD,
She used
acid?
to love it there.
LSD, I mean?
But she insisted someone had been watching us. I just
Yeah,
wanted
Trevor.
to have a good time, and she was ruining it. So I said some things I shouldn't have.
It
She
should
just
be a
stood
lot.
there, staring at the window.
It should not be
I
713
was so
still.
annoyed. And that's when I knew she'd been right.
It should be a lot later in the day.
Trevor. Right there in the room. He'd just come in through the open window.
Wow.
How did he find us? He didn't
He's
know
always
where Marie
watching.
and I lived. I always made sure of that.
You said you
took
thought
an orange from
he
his
followed
backpack and started
you
peeling
guys
it.
home that one day.
It had been Trevor by the pool, and he'd followed us home.
Yeah.
He said to Marie, "I told you not to mess with me." But still, I didn't get it.
I think I did beat the game, Coco.
It wasn't until he started moving in on her that I realized it was Marie.
Why, did you
He
not
was
like this
after
game?
Marie.
Is that why you did the
Blamed her
pog champ?
for everything, and he had a knife. I'd never seen him so angry, so evil.
I mean, he did so many
Marie
dickish
tried
things.
to get it away from him.
Apparently.
He asked her
could
why
you
she
not?
never answered her phone. Did she
How
not
could
read
you
her
not
emails?
see that coming?
Or did she think they were hollow threats? God, I just wanted to punch him with
She should have went to
anything I
somebody.
could lay my hands on. My backpack.
I don't know if they would have
Smashed it
believed her.
against his wrist, knocking the knife out of his hands. Marie went for it, but Trevor was faster.
Got to the gun.
He kicked her in the head. I dove for the knife, but he jumped me. As we struggled, he hissed, "Didn't I get enough action yet?
Well, no, she didn't
Maybe
even
I
use the
needed
gun because
another
it's in the
baseball
case.
bat to get my kicks." I stopped, because right then I knew what he was up to. He asked Marie about Mr. Torres. Was he all right? Did he still get stomach aches? Marie lay on the floor by the bed, in shock, realizing it had been Trevor who almost killed her father. Then Trevor looked at me, added with a smile. And her. That's when it all went to pieces. Trevor ripped us apart, and he was enjoying it. Marie didn't understand. I tried to explain, apologized, but she wasn't listening. She kept asking me if I'd been there with Trevor in their house. Trevor stirred things up even more. He told her it was me who had hit her over the head with a baseball bat.
What?
That I'd enjoyed it. I screamed in frustration. No, that's not what happened. Tears streamed down Marie's face. She couldn't believe I would do that. Hurt her deliberately.
Bruh.
I wanted Trevor to stop talking. I attacked him, scratched his face, hit him wherever I could. I hated him. He was twisting everything. I wanted to tell
Trevor
her
totally
that I was
changed
sorry.
Marie's thoughts about
Yes,
Kelsey.
we robbed the house, and we got caught by Mr. Torres. But I never meant for anyone to get hurt. I didn't smash Marie's head.
With the baseball bat,
panicked.
fuck.
I
Killed
wanted
her.
to stop her from seeing me. When I realized how badly injured she was, I called the police. I tried to stay, but Trevor
She died in the
wouldn't
hospital?
let me. He pulled me by my hair into the van. But Marie wasn't listening. I was losing it, and I like to think I
When did she
beat
die?
Trevor up pretty good.
Because it sounds
Trevor
like she
punched
got hurt
back
and then she
harder
thought it
and
was
faster.
Kelsey.
He was about to crack my
So then when
skull.
did she
Marie
die?
clawed for the box beside her, opened it. She screamed, told us to stop, pointed that 9mm at us. Trevor went nuts, charged for her. She screamed, told him to stay back. She'd never shot a gun in her life. She wasn't going to start now. Trevor
Then
grabbed
why'd she
her
buy
by
the gun?
shoulders and
Of course it was fucking Trevor.
what you think you remember is not necessarily what really happened, or how others remember it. But Trevor fell back on the carpet, dead. That we all remember.
Trevor fell back on the carpet dead? Or Marie? Wait. Wait. We're not done. Oh, fuck. What the fuck? What time is it? Where the fuck's the phone? There was one over here and one over here. What? Did you catch what she said at the end there? Did she say Trevor fell back? So did Trevor kill himself?
Mom,
Oh, I should have just read the thing in the middle.
I'll be down in a minute.
Aunt Marie is getting a little worked up here. She threatened to smoke a cigar in your car.
Don't let her. Don't let her smoke. I love that car.
She knows you do. Get down here, Mom. You're taking like forever.
Hotbox
I'll
that
be
bitch.
down in a minute.
Bring the journal.
How old is Kelsey? Cause it sounds like, you know, she has to be older than high school if she has a kid. What the fuck? Is this like the epilogue?
No, that's her parents' room.
So which one's which? I think that's Kelsey and that's Marie. Cause Kelsey sounds like she's a mom. And that definitely looks like, you know, someone who's older. Trevor died, I think? So Trevor killed Marie and then Trevor killed himself. But he blamed Kelsey for hurting Marie before he decided to kill himself. I should have read the journal there to see if anything was updated at the end. That was the end of Marie's room. So there was a guy named Trevor. He was this creepy stalker bitch. He completely got in this girl Marie's head. And somehow, even though he was a creep, he was able to convince her that this friend of hers hurt her. And it just seemed to line up because it just so happened that her friend robbed her at one point. Or robbed something at one point. So that there might have been some trust issues. Either way, in the end, Trevor killed Marie and then killed himself. And it sounds like Kelsey was reminiscing over her friend Marie and what happened by going to her room after the incident. And that's the end of the game. Okay. That was a game, I guess, if you want to call it that. Yeah, I clicked things and I guess I did a puzzle, you know, fucking find the password for the laptop and the code for the gun in the case. Those are like the two real puzzles of the game. I thought there would be a lot more to it, but I guess that's it. So, okay, Marie did have the gun and shot Trevor. Then, how did Marie die? Because it sounded like she got bashed in the head. That's what Coconut got from it. I thought Marie was alive since the kid said Aunt Marie. Marie had the gun though. Wait a second. So if Marie's still alive, and she killed Trevor, then with the gun, she has the murder weapon in the case. She's not in jail. And no one went after her for the murder of Trevor? If she is still alive? Then why did we reminisce back in her room if she's alive? And why did Kelsey, the main character you play as, keep saying, oh, she could have done this, or she wanted to do this, and she was gonna do this? As if, you know, Marie was dead and she can't do these things anymore. She wanted a life like this. Okay, I think I need to watch that ending back one more time, I think. I bet you can just skip straight to the fucking ending of the game by putting in the 49. Fuck, I forgot what the code was now. It ended in 1-5, didn't it?
Want to come back. Why would I? After all that's happened, even in here. So, where is the journal?
Speedrun.
Hi, Kelsey. Yes, I'm talking to you. I know you've been reading my journal. Can I ever forgive you for what you did? Honestly, I don't know.
What, bashing
I'm
you
trying
over the
really
head
hard,
even
but
though you
I
didn't?
don't know how. Because I don't understand any of it.
34951,
friend,
thanks Coco.
And I loved you unconditionally. I did what I did
I don't know
because
if
of
you
you,
have
and I
to
stood
get
up
the
to him
items
because of
in
you.
order for it
But
to
you, I don't know.
unlock or
Right
trigger
now I can't be near you, so I don't want you to
the
come
case
find
to
me.
open.
I promise I'll be all right.
Wait, you don't want me to find you?
Except she wouldn't be. She would not be all right.
So she hid and she wasn't alright?
I need to find the key. A five-figure number.
This is quite the speed run. And I'm done.
Yay! Good work, Kelsey.
Speed run!
Oh my god.
And then it fades out. You're done.
The past, like the future, is indefinite and
I'm gonna watch
exists
this one more time.
only as
but I'm
a
gonna shut up.
spectrum of possibilities. Stephen Hawking said that. I wish it were true. But there was nothing I could do about the past. It was definite as hell.
World
Sometimes
record
I
pog
didn't
champ.
get
Or
Marie.
maybe.
I really thought a night by Jones's pool would help her relax. She used to love it there. But she insisted someone had been watching us. I just wanted to have a good time, and she was ruining it. So I said some things I shouldn't have. She just stood there, staring at the window. I was so annoyed. And that's when I knew she'd been right. Trevor.
Right about what?
Right there in the room. He'd just come in through the open window. How did he find us? He didn't know where Marie and I lived. I always made sure of that. But he took an orange from his backpack and started peeling it.
You guys live in the same
It had
place?
been Trevor by the pool. And he'd followed us home. He said to Marie, I
Probably
told
not.
you not to mess with me. But still, I didn't get it. No, it wasn't until he started moving in on her that I realized it was Marie. He was after Marie.
Right.
He blamed her for everything, and he had a knife. I'd never seen him so angry, so evil. Marie tried to get it away from him. He asked her why she never answered her phone. Did she not read her emails? Or did she think they were hollow
She was
threats?
freaked out.
God, I just wanted to punch him with anything I could lay my hands on. My backpack. I
It's not that
smashed
hard.
it against his wrist, knocking the knife out of his hands.
I guess
Marie
that works.
went for it, but Trevor was faster. He kicked her in the head. I dove for the knife, but he jumped me. As we struggled, he hissed, "Didn't I get enough action yet? Maybe I needed another baseball bat to get my kicks." I stopped, because right then I knew what he was up to. He asked Marie about
She
Mr.
hit someone
Torres.
with a baseball bat?
Was he all right? Did he still get stomach aches? Marie lay on the floor by the bed, in shock, realizing it had been Trevor who almost killed her father.
At least she finally
And Trevor
realized.
looked at me, added with a smile. And her. That's when it all went to
A
pieces.
smile?
Trevor ripped us apart, and he was enjoying it.
Fuck.
Marie didn't understand.
up.
I tried to explain, apologized, but she wasn't listening. She kept asking me if I'd been there with Trevor in their house. Trevor stirred things up
What?
even more.
Why would
He
they be
told her
together?
It was me who had hit her over the head with a baseball bat, that I'd enjoyed it. I screamed in frustration. No, that's not what happened. Tears streamed down Marie's face. She couldn't believe I would do that. hurt her deliberately.
You didn't!
God, I wanted Trevor to stop talking. I attacked him, scratched his face.
Or are you
hit
talking about
him
the
wherever
robbery
I
incident?
could. I hated him. He was twisting everything. I wanted to
Is that
tell
what
her that I was sorry.
you were sorry
Yes,
for?
we robbed the house, and we got caught by Mr. Torres. But I never meant for anyone to get hurt. I didn't smash Marie's head. I panicked. I wanted to stop her from seeing me. When I realized how badly injured she was, I called the police. I tried to stay, but Trevor wouldn't let me. He pulled me by my hair into the van. But Marie wasn't listening.
Free candy?
I was losing it, and I like to think I beat Trevor up pretty good. But Trevor punched back harder and faster. He was about to crack my skull. Marie clawed for the box beside her,
What a
opened it.
fucked up
She
individual.
screamed, told us to stop, pointed that 9mm at us. Trevor went nuts, charged for her. She screamed.
Yeah,
told him
Trevor
to
was saying that she
stay
hit
back.
Marie with the
She'd
baseball
never
bat.
shot a gun in her life. She wasn't going to start now. Trevor grabbed her by the shoulders and
And then Marie shot her. And how did she get away with murder?
Remember is not necessarily what really happened or how others remember it. But Trevor fell back on the carpet, dead. That we all remember.
Great, you got away with murder. Yeah. Alright, makes sense.
Mom, where are you? Did you get the journal?
I'll be down in a minute.
Aunt Marie is getting a little worked up here. She threatened to smoke a cigar. In your car.
Don't let her smoke.
Hates
I love
smoking.
that car.
She knows you do. Get down
What
here, Mom. You're
changed?
taking like forever.
I'll be down in a minute.
Bring the journal.
Oh yeah, this did say 2048, so this is what, 30 years in the future? Let me see this real quick. New end. Oh well, I didn't examine any of the items, so I'm not gonna have any need a clean slate, fresh pages. Yeah, there's nothing in her journal. Bring the journal! And then he opens it, there's like nothing.
What, more than 100 again today? Glad I don't have to deal with that anymore.
Why? Why don't you have to deal with it anymore? Okay. So Marie got away with murder. After all the fucked up things Trevor did, including hitting Marie with the baseball bat. And again, he somehow convinced her at one point that it was her, Kelsey, that did that. Which doesn't even make sense considering... Actually, no, it does make sense. Well, not really, but it would make sense. I think what happened was she did believe Trevor, that Kelsey did that to her, even though it really was Trevor. And then when Marie realized that it was Trevor that was, you know, trying to kill her dad, that's when she realized, oh shit, it wasn't Kimberly. Or Kelsey, I mean. Wrong fucking name. It wasn't Kelsey, it was Trevor, and then she shot him and got away with murder somehow. Because, you know, she's waiting in the car, smoking a cigar, which, you know, at one point she had a fucking jar for not smoking, but there she is, smoking a cigar with the murder weapon in her room in a case. She got away with murder. GG, good game. Alright, that's it. Is it murder if it's self-defense? Good question, Coconut. Shit, that is a good question. I mean, if that's what she told the police and she got away with it and she didn't have to serve any jail time, then I guess it's not really murder, even though you did shoot a gun at somebody, and even though if you didn't do that, you might have been the one killed You still killed somebody. But at least you're alive. Instead of it being the other way around, where Trevor killed you and he's alive. So there's looking at the bright side, I guess. That was Marie's room. What a game, if you can call it that. It had 2 puzzles, so I mean, that's more than some games out there. Thanks for watching.